to everyone, please show me a thumbs up. There is a reaction button at the bottom which you can use for the confirmation, and kindly rename your account with your real name. So while interacting with you, we can take your name and make the session more interactive. Wonderful. I can see a lot of response in the chat section. We are quickly gonna start the meeting very soon. Please um, wait for a couple of more minutes and then we'll start the meeting. Great. We can see a lot of response in the chat section. Wonderful. Wonderful. We can see a lot of students are mentioning their locations. So many students are joined from different locations of Andhra Pradesh. Wonderful. Tirupati, Poddatur, Kakinada. Great, wonderful, wonderful guys. Please write your name, your college name, and the location. All right. So very soon, guys, we are going to start the session. Post that we'll show some rules, some things which you need to take care during this session, and then we'll give you the rights to ask queries. We'll give you rights to mute and mute yourself, and then we'll make the session interactive. During the session, you'll see a lot of things related to Zoom. You'll get the polls, you'll get some interactive questions. So please be ready with those type of activities. Make yourself active and participate as much as you can. My name is Shubham San, and today I have Mr. Debashish Mohanty. We both are your trainer for today, and we are gonna do the training on AI. Okay, so hold tight, and in next 2 minutes we'll start the session. Are you excited? Show me thumbs up if you are. Great, wonderful guys. I can see the response in the reaction section. Great. Thank you very much. Please rename yourself, guys. If it's not already done, please put your ID, comma, your name so we can track all the participants and easily call out their names whenever required. Okay. In the three dots, if you'll click, you'll get more option. If you'll click on it, there is a rename option. Click on it and update your profile. Wonderful. Hello, everyone. Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to this IBM Skills Build training session. Today, my on behalf of Learning Link Foundation, on behalf of um, IBM, we welcome you all in this internship opportunity. Today, in this meeting, you have two trainers. My name is Shubham Sand, and with me from Learning Link Foundation, we have a senior mentor, Mr. Debashish Mohanta. Hi, Debashish.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I hope
Yeah.
I am clearly audible to all of you.
Show me a thumbs up if we are audible to you all. Great. Okay.
Okay, good
So now
morning.
we would like to start the training sessions officially. Um, I can see a lot of participants are still joining, so let's not wait much. Let's start the introduction part, and later on, we'll catch up with all the people. We'll share the recordings, and please be attentive and participate as much as you can. Okay, so over to you, Debashish. Please introduce yourself, and then we'll start the session.
So, good morning, everyone. I think, yes, as per the discussion that is being happening for the past 4 to 5 minutes, I welcome everyone to this training session. In this today's session, we will be focusing on certain concepts of artificial intelligence that you will be using in your day-to-day life, followed by going through the platform which IBM is providing it to you and the steps and processes also it will be explained by Shubham sir. So just kindly pay attention. Once we have an access to the account, then we will quickly go forward towards understanding certain concepts and then we will continue.
Yeah. Thank you, Debashish. So guys, before proceeding, we'll tell you like what we are going to do in next few days. Next slide. So today we are going to learn about generative AI fundamentals, ethics of generative AI, and large language model LLM. You must have heard these names, right? So these are the core pillars of generative AI. We are going to see how these things gonna work, what is generative AI, what are the fundamentals of generative AI, if we are using any chatbot or any AI, generative AI tool, what are the ethics, and how these things work, how we get the response from these generative AI models, what's the mechanism behind it. These all things we are going to learn in today's session. So that's the agenda for today. Next. Now, there are few rules before starting this session. I want to pay attention on these rules. These are the must rule you should follow. And if you'll follow these rules, we can make this event very smooth. The first thing, whenever you have any questions or queries, you can raise your hand and ask your doubts. I can see right now three hands are raised. Sometimes people raise their hand by mistake. Sometimes they have some queries, then they raise their hands, right? So, similarly, you can raise your hand whenever you have any doubts or you want to ask any questions, you can raise your hand. Okay, and we'll give you the access to unmute yourself and then you can speak. Okay, is my screen is visible to everyone? Is it toggling? Can you please confirm? Okay, so the third option is active participation in poll and Zoom activities is mandatory. So as you know, this internship is curated for you guys. So we are expecting when we launch the polls, when we launch the questions in the meeting, you all will answer actively. You'll revert on those polls. The more you'll interact, the more fruitful this session will become for you. So whenever you see any poll, don't think you are right or wrong. Just think that you need to participate. Whether it's right, wrong, you are aware about it, you are not aware about it. This session is just to enhance your current knowledge, right? We are not expecting you know everything. So please feel free to ask your questions in the chat section. And we are looking on the chat section regularly. We'll take all your queries one by one. Debashish sir will take the session. He'll lead the session today. And at the same time, whenever required, we'll support Debashish sir. Can I expect these three rules from you? You all should follow these rules. Can I expect that? Okay. जानवी जी ने हैंड रेज किया है, so I'll ask her to unmute. Yes, Jahanvi. I have given the access to unmute. Kindly unmute and ask your query. Then we'll start the session. Jahanvi Kukutla, I have given the access to unmute. Kindly unmute and ask your query. You have raised your hand.
I think Shubham, maybe by
I guess this hand raised
adding
by
the
mistake.
yes,
No
yes.
problem. Let's move to the next part. So these are the three rules. Can I expect you all will follow these three rules? Say yes or no. Please tell. So I can see a lot of hand raise. Let's test it. So I'm sending one poll to you. Let's see what type of response we can get from you all. Okay. I hope on your screen you'll see the poll. So I want your response. Immediately we'll see ki how many people are active, how many are just turning on the video and doing their regular activities. Okay, great. We can see a lot of response. Wonderful. Nice. Yes. More response, at least 50% in the first poll. Okay. Response. We are still getting a lot of responses, I can see. Are you ready, guys? Please attend the poll which is on the screen so you can understand how we are going to execute this session. Wonderful. So I can see a lot of people share these answer that yes, we are ready. Okay, great. So let's start the session. I'll give you a brief about this, about the today's agenda and the topic. Like we are going to learn generative AI, but what's the benefit for the students? So the benefits are you are going to learn AI and employability skills today. You'll get to know how to apply generative AI in day-to-day life. After completing the batch, after completing the course, you'll get a digital credential which is globally certified, and you can use it to add in your resume, to your LinkedIn profile, and it's gonna help you. Okay. Third point is once you'll finish these learning pathways, these internship sessions, then you'll get a hands-on experience on generative AI, like how to use generative AI, how to make your life easy with generative AI. All these things we are going to cover in today's session. Okay. And then You'll get a hands-on experience on generative AI. It will build job related skills, and you can update your resume, you can update your portfolio, you can update your LinkedIn profile, or you can update your cover letter whenever you apply for a job. So we'll teach you how to use generative AI tools to improve your resume. Apart from that, we are going to give you access to a platform where you can do thousands of courses which are self-paced learning, and these learning pathways are related to a lot of technical and non-technical courses. You can explore and learn a lot of things, and you can apply for these jobs. Okay, so at the end of the session, you'll get some employability related skills which you can use for further. Yeah. So next is, this journey is gonna be a 6 days journey. Today is the first day on 22nd Feb. By 29th March, you'll get the final certification day. In all 6 days, we are going to talk about different topics. We'll train you, we'll cover all the technical in this session, and post completing these trainings on the final day, if you'll attend all the training sessions, do all the activities, do certification, then we'll distribute the certificates and make one success ceremony on 29th of March, where IBM representative will be there, Andhra Pradesh Education Society people will be there, and a lot of dignitaries, they'll give the recognition, and on that day we'll give you the certification, and we'll courier the hard copy certificate to your respective colleges. Okay, so we are looking forward to this journey. And during this journey, in case if you face any difficulty in course completions or having any doubts, we are going to run some support channels. I hope you all are joined in what your respective WhatsApp groups, and if not, we'll add you in your respective WhatsApp groups. In the evening hour, daily from 6 p.m. onwards, we are going to open the support channel on Zoom. So very soon we'll share the link of the support channel with you. You can join that and get the updates regularly. Is it clear to everyone? Show me a thumbs up if it's clear to you. Do I need to repeat these things again? Okay, great. So every day we are gonna do one support channel where you can connect with us and ask your queries in case if you have any. Next.
I
Okay.
will take, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, as it is mentioned that for today's session, we'll be focusing on certain topics. So before doing that, I would like to showcase it to you, the process of registering into the IBM Skills Build platform. So it
Yeah.
is a simpler process. I will
And
first show you the
student,
process.
sorry, Debashish, I
Yes.
want to convey one important thing over here. Students, right now, you just need to observe what Debashish sir is doing on the screen. But you don't need to do the things right away. We'll share one link with you. You need to click on that link, then only you need to register with that link. If you'll directly register yourself, might be you'll not get all the accesses. Okay, so the link which we'll share, it's a customized link for you. You need to register yourself with that link. Please pay attention on the process. Once the process get over, we'll share the registration URL with you. You need to follow those steps, register yourself, then only you'll get the access to the platform. I hope this point is clear to everyone. If yes, show me a thumbs up. Process, please tell me. Are you ready? Okay, great. I want to see that response in the poll section. I'm launching the poll, and please tell me if you are ready or not for the registration. Quickly, guys, quickly. I can see a lot of response. Yes, please participate. Tell me if you are ready. Give me a response. Yes, sir, we are ready. Great. You can see on the screen there is a poll. Click on it, give the response. Okay, great, great. We can see a lot of response. 70% people already responded. I need more response, at least 80%. Yeah, few more guys. Can you see the poll on the screen? Please response. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Debashish. Let's start with the registration process. On the registration process, you need to follow the procedure which Debashish sir is going to show. Over to you.
Yes. Yes, so we will be sharing you the link which you can use it to get it registered to this platform. But what will you do in the next steps of the processes? I will show it to you. Kindly go through that and go through each and every steps so that next after showing up the steps, if we are going to share you the link, you will not face any difficulty into creating your account. So I will go step by step. So upon receiving your link that we will be providing it to you, you will get to see this. Upon clicking up, you will be able to see this platform. So I will just hover it to it so that you will be able to access it. So you will get this type of interface if you are logging through smartphone. So what you have to do is you have to go and click on sign up. You have to go and click on sign up, and once this is done, you will be getting this interface where you will be getting an option of sign up with Google. So you have to select sign up with Google and then continue. And after doing that, it will ask you about your email ID. So the email ID that you want to create an account, make sure you select that email ID, and then it will ask you about these details and click on continue. So now you have to click on continue. Important note, don't log in with Google upon seeing this first page. Go to sign up. If you do that, your account will be in an open platform and you will not get an access to all the courses. Make sure you click on sign up. You click on sign up, then move on to the processes. So is this step clear to all as of now? Can you give a hands up? You can give a thumbs up so that we are sure that you are clear with these steps. Then we will move on towards the next steps. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we will move on towards the next step. So once this is done, you will get to see this interface where it will ask you about your basic information. Basic information means make sure you enter your first name and last name correctly, because after setting up the profile, if you are doing any course and you are getting a certification based on the name that you have provided inside this profile will be displayed in that certification. So for example, my name is Debashish Mohanta, so my first name is Debashish, second name or family name is Mohanta. So if I enter these details correctly, upon receiving the certificate I will get the same name. So make sure you enter your correct name and family name. Your first name and last name you can enter. So after doing that, once you are done, you can select your location. So Andhra Pradesh you can select, or Telangana you can select, and then you have to go towards the second step. So Basic information is confirmed. Now after that you have to skip this optional part, because if it is mentioned as optional, you don't have to fill this information. So you can directly go to the third option. So terms and condition, you have to select these three things and click on submit. So after doing that, you will receive this notification, and you have to kindly pay attention here. So this notification, once you have received, you don't have to click onto this. Don't go to section. Don't click on go to section. Wait for at least 10 seconds so that it loads to your profile. Then your account will be accessed. You will be able to enter your account. So is this step clear to all?
So guys, you need to follow the Devashi sir said. We'll share the link in the chat section. You need to click on it. We'll take one volunteer. He'll share the screen and you'll see the live registration process to, and then you need to do it for yourself. Okay. So I'll choose one of the representative from you all. Let's take one volunteer. Who want to do the volunteering over here? Please raise your hand. Who can become the volunteer? Okay, Deepthi Pola Gani, I'm giving you access to unmute. Deepthi, please unmute yourself. Am I audible, Deepthi?
Yes, sir.
Deepthi, your voice is low. Am I audible, Deepthi?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Okay, can you share your screen, Deepthi, if I'll ask?
Yes, sir. I can share the screen.
Okay, I have shared the access with you. Uh, Debashi sir, can you stop sharing once?
I will do that. I think you have to share the link with her in
Yeah.
order
So,
to get it
Deepthi,
accessed.
I'm sharing the link with you only.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Right now, you just need to show the registration process to everyone. Once it get over, we'll share the link with everyone. Right now, guys, you need to pay attention on the Deepti's screen, how Deepti is registering herself. The same steps you need to follow. Deepti, please share your screen.
Okay, sir.
Students, please pay attention. So far, we have not shared the link with everyone. We have shared the link with Deepti. Deepti will register, show her screen. Post that, we'll share the link with everyone. It's very important. Deepti, your screen is visible. Yeah. Please open the chat. In the chat, Zoom chat, we have shared the link. Go to the Zoom. Right now, we can see the perplexity on the screen. Okay. So guys, as Deepti will click on the link, wait, Deepti will give you the instructions. You need to first select accept all. Click on accept all. Yeah. So many time what we do, we directly click on login with Google because it's a big icon. Right now, you don't need to click on login with Google. You need to click on sign up because you are doing it for the first time. Once your registration get over, in future you can go to login with Google. Okay. Deepti, please click on sign up button at the bottom. Yeah. Once you'll click, it will update its platform. Now you can see sign up with.
Now you can get an option, click on sign up with Google or Gmail and
So those,
select the email ID.
yeah.
So now it will ask you to, confirm your identity. Maybe if you have two-factor authentication. Once it is done, you'll go through the steps. Then you have to just click on continue. Okay. So as you
So
can see, your basic information, kindly pay attention to this part. In the basic information, you have to correctly write your name with correct spelling. So upon confirming that, upon com
Deepti, please correct your name. Make first letter capital, because the
Mhm.
whatever name you'll put over here, the same name get printed on your certificate. Your
Yes,
digital certificates will come with the same name. It's
and
very crucial, very important step, guys. Please pay attention on the spellings.
in
Yes,
your
Debashish
last
sir.
name also, you can keep the first character as the uppercase. Yes. So then you have to select your location as Andhra Pradesh. Upon doing that, there is a second which is called as additional information. If it is written as optional, there is no need to fill up. So you don't have to fill up this information because it is not mandatory to you. Then go to the third part where there are terms and conditions mentioned. So just click on those two terms and click on submit and just wait.
Guys, some people are writing in the chat
Just
section
wait.
that we need link. We'll share the link shortly. So far, we have not shared the link. Please first see the procedure, understand the procedure, then we'll share the link with you. Okay? So you will not make the mistakes.
Yes, we will share you the link. Before that, we are just showing you how you can create an account. So as you can see that upon submitting the terms and condition, you were redirected to the IBM Skills Build platform. So in that, if you are getting an option to go to IBM Skills Build, you don't have to click. Automatically, it will take you to this platform. So now, once you are inside this platform, you can see the learning plan. So we will explain you about the learning plan, what to do it. You can see there is an option called as enroll. After clicking accept all to all the cookies, there is an option called as enroll. You can click on enroll. So once you enroll onto the learning plan, you will be able to access this certification. So before going to the certification, I will go through all the topics that are inside the certification so that it will be easier for you to do the course when we start up with that. Then you will be getting an option on the top right hand corner with your profile. Just go to the profile part. Yes, and click on profile. So this is very much important. Make sure that your name and email ID is provided. Below that, location, Andhra Pradesh will be there and Learning Links Foundation also will be present. So these things you have to confirm and then you can start up with your activities. And also there is an option called as uh, areas of interest. Then you can explore that also afterwards. It is not of mandatory as of now. So these are related to the job roles, professional skills. You can select based on which you will get the certifications. So these steps are clear to all of you.
Guys, if any doubts, please raise your hand or write in the chat section. We'll repeat all the steps if needed. So please write in the chat section so we can. Okay, great. Repeat
Yes.
once again. Some people are saying repeat once again. Okay. Debashish, can you show the PPT on the screen so other peoples can understand? Thank you, Deepti, for sharing the screen.
Yes, I will reshare it again. Okay.
Okay. And in the meantime, I am sending one poll to you all. Kindly answer me this. Okay. See, there are some students who are still making mistake. They clicked on login instead of sign up, right? So this is a very common mistake. It can be done by many people. So you need to remember, you need to click on sign up, not login, because it's the first time you are accessing the platform. You need to click on sign up, right? If you already have the account, you can't use that previous account. You need to re-log in with the different account, because if you already registered directly, you'll not get the access of this course because it's a custom course for you. So we'll recommend you to create a new account with the separate email ID. Okay. I hope this point is clear to everyone that where you need to click, right?
Go to
Please pay
sign up
attention. You need to click
and
on
sign up
sign
with
up,
Google.
not login.
To make sure to go to sign up, then sign up with Google, then follow the next processes. Make sure you don't add any additional information because it is mentioned as optional. So it is not mandatory for anyone to complete it. So just give your basic information and select the terms and condition and then submit. And just wait for 5 to 6 seconds so that it takes you to the profile. So it will take you to this profile. You can click on enroll. You can click on this enroll button. Once you do that, you will be able to access this courses. And then you have to move on towards the profile section and make sure the profile section, your name is correct, your email ID is correct, and it is mentioned as Learning Links Foundation. So once you do that, you are good to access this platform and you will be able to go through this courses that we have designed for you.
So, few people have raised a query that is it mandatory for the SPOC? Yes, registration is mandatory for everyone who are joining this meeting, attending this course, because post registration only you can act or work on the completion and other stuffs. So,
Yes.
for the upcoming journey, it's very important. Without getting this profiling done, you cannot proceed for the other days, right? So I'm sharing the link in the chat section. I have already
Before,
shared in the chat
okay,
section.
before doing that, Shubham, what we can do is we will keep the chat restricted so that this link will be visible to all of you so that you are able to access that link. Then after doing that, after maybe 15 or 20 or 30 seconds, we will open the chat again.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Or
think
I'll
in that way it will
uh
be better for
yeah,
everyone to access.
sure. Guys, it's in the chat section. So please check the link, click on the link and follow the procedure. Click on sign up, choose your account, get it verified, put your basic details. If face difficulty, come to the team screen, ask your questions. Link is in the chat section. You all can check. No need to rush. Take your time smoothly. First, click on sign up, fill the details, choose your account, skip the optional details, click on the check boxes, check your spellings, check your first name, last name, whether the first letter is capital or small, or you can keep all the letters in capital. Yes, good. Registration done. Fine. Please do not acknowledge in the chat section for the time being. We'll later take the acknowledgement through poll. Okay. So that time you can respond whether you have created the account or facing difficulty. Or you can take a screenshot of the things which are visible on the screen. You can take the screenshot while registering. If you face difficulty, you can refer to the screenshot and follow the steps. Yes, complete name will reflect on the certificate. So please write your full name so it get appear on the certificate. Automatically platform will fetch your name from the profile. So please make sure that your official name should be there on the um, profile. And first name, last name is mandatory. So please mention first and last name. If any student is not using first or last name, they can use the suffix or prefix like Mr. or Miss. Cookies preference, you can select accept all. There's no harm. You can choose the cookies as accept all. Okay, we can see some hand raised. Nikhil, Bala, some are with the devices. Guys, you don't need to fill the additional details. If your college name is wrongly mentioned, no worries, but you don't need to mention the college name. It's not compulsory. It's optional thing. It will not reflect on your profile, so no worries. Those who already have the account, they need to create with a separate email ID, because the URL which we are sharing, that will only work with your learning links account. If under your profile learning links is not visible, that means you need to re-register yourself with a separate email account. Yes, this is correct.
So we
So
have
guys,
you have to go through that.
once your enrollment get done, you'll see a learning plan. You once the learning plan will come, you need to wait. If error is coming, you need to wait. You don't need to refresh. Kindly click on the link again. If you refresh, then the link get reset. If you are getting error, please click on the link which we shared with you and then proceed further. If it's not showing your details, or it's not showing to fill the detail, that means you have a existing account. So you need to choose another Gmail account to register yourself. You need to click on logout and then you need to re-register yourself. Surname is the last name. First name is like my name is, if my name is Shubham Sand, then Shubham is my first name, Sand is my last name. Okay, some people are asking for the link. I'm resharing the link in the chat section.
So yes, I think some of the students have again asked on to the registration process.
Yeah.
So inside
Please
that,
pay
whenever you
attention
click onto
on
the
the
link,
instructions which Debashish sir are giving. It's very important. Please pay attention on the screen.
after clicking onto the link, you will get this first interface. This is the first interface. You have to go and search for sign up option because you are new to this account, new to this platform. You have to click on sign up. Then sign up using Google. Once you click on that, it will redirect you to choose an account. So make sure you are using a new account. If you are new, then you can use your email ID that you want to work on. Those who have already an account in this platform, they have to choose another account. Then after doing that, you can click on continue. So this is the step that you have to do. Once you click on continue, you will be redirected to the next step. So you have to fill information only in the first part. Basic information only you have to fill. There is no need to fill additional information. I'm repeating it again. No need to add information in terms of additional information. It is mentioned as optional, so it is not mandatory for you to submit. You can directly go to the terms and condition, select the two tabs and click on submit. Then don't go ahead and click on go to selection or go to IBM skills build. Just wait for 5 to 6 seconds. This will automatically load. This will automatically load and it will take you to the platform. So kindly make sure that you don't click on that. The students who are facing issues, they are getting an error symbol is because they are clicking on this button. You don't have to click on this button. You have to wait for it to get it load. Just wait for 5 6 seconds. It will load itself and it will take you to the next step, which is this platform. You will be able to see this interface. So once you do that, you will get an option which you will get it. You have to go to IBM Skills Build, click onto the home page. Here at the top, you will get an option for IBM Skills Build. Just click on that. You will be redirected to the home page of the platform. Then you will get options here in this part, which we call it as more. Just search for more. This option, search for more, you will be able to see the profile section. So you have to confirm two things, is that whether your name is correct and email ID is correct, and second, whether it is mentioned as Learning Links Foundation. These three things you have to just confirm. Rest all the things is clear, your account is created. So these are the few things that you have to keep it into consideration, is that after adding and submitting in this part, after submitting here, make sure you don't click on this. If you click on this, you will get an error option. So just wait for some time or maybe 5 to 6 seconds. It will redirect you to the platform like this. So once you do that, go to the home page and go to the option called as more. You will be able to see the profile section. Just click on profile. Once you click on profile, you will get your name, your email ID, and here make sure the Learning Links Foundation is being mentioned here. Then you are good to go.
Okay, guys, I'm launching a poll. Let's see how many of you have already registered. Let's check. Please participate in poll so we can understand how many registered, how many are facing difficulty. So accordingly, we'll proceed further. Registration is mandatory, guys. So I'll recommend please do the registration as soon as possible. If facing difficulty, write in the chat section so we can support you.
And you have to register with the same link that is being provided, or else you will not be able to access the course that we'll be sharing. So make sure you
Uh,
register using the same link.
sure. So Debashish, can you quickly share your screen and show the profile section to everyone,
Yes.
like um, how they'll check for the profile?
Okay.
I guess
So,
many of them are facing difficulty to check the profile because they are on the course page.
okay. So I will just showcase. I have joined through laptop. So the laptop interface will be different as compared to the smartphone. So in the smartphone, I will just show it to you. If you are logging in through smartphone, then once you are getting this course page, just click on this icon, IBM Skills Build. Just click on that. You will be redirected to this homepage. For students who are using smartphones to register, just click on here this IBM Skills Build logo that is mentioned. You will be redirected to the home page. After home page, you will get an option called as more. You can see at the bottom right hand side of the screen, here you will get an option called as more. If you click on more, you will get to see the profile section. This is for smartphone, and I am sharing it for those who have joined through laptop. So once you get registered to this platform, you will get to see this option. For students who have joined through smartphone, you can directly you will not be able to see this interface. For students, those who have joined through laptop, they will get this. Students, those who
Okay.
have used through smartphone, they can access
So
that one.
Debashish, in the chat section, a lot of queries came. In some profiles, it is showing academia. That means students either clicked on the wrong link or went directly to the platform. That's why it's showing academia. In some cases, it is showing 1M, 1B. So
Okay.
I'll recommend, if it's not Learning Link Foundation,
Then you
then
can
click
use
on
it.
logout and choose another Gmail account or the email account. That's
Yes.
the only way to register. Please click on save the URL, keep it with you handy. If you are facing difficulty right now, then post session in the support call you can join and get it fixed. Okay? But my recommendation is, if you have the account with you, immediately switch to different account and get registered. Okay? Okay, now let's close the registrations. Let's move further. Guys, we are sending the link in the chat section. Please save this link. We have a lot of time. Post this. We'll connect with you in the WhatsApp or in the support channel and we'll resolve this issue. Those who can see the Learning Link Foundation in the profile, great. Otherwise, if it's not coming, use the alternate account and register yourself. Kindly save the link so you can use it post session with a separate different email account. Okay. Name should come, then only we can send the certificate, then only we can see whether you have finished the activity or not. If we can't track you, we can't generate the certificate. It's as simple as clear. Okay. Debashish, please move to the next slide.
Yes. So this is the registration process that you can do. So I think we can move on towards the topics to be discussed for today.
So guys, once your registration is done, if you'll click on enroll, then the course get reflect on your profile. Okay. So whenever you'll open the platform directly, you'll see the APDTE thing at the bottom of the panel and you can start your learning from there. Okay. So let's move to the module now. What we have discussed earlier. What is generative AI? We will start with the first course. Okay. And don't worry, we'll register you all. Not a single student get left from this opportunity. We have many days in our hand. Gradually, we'll register everyone. We'll share some registration URLs in the WhatsApp group. We'll share some registration URLs with the SPOC people to your colleges. So if you are facing difficulty right now, in future also you can register yourself. Okay. Yes, Debashish, over to you.
Okay. So yes, those who are facing difficulty, we will take a, session at before 6 o'clock. So you can join that link, and if you have any queries, we will solve there. So yes, as it was mentioned that we will be focusing on the topic that it will be shared to you. You will be able to see upon registering that you will be able to access this platform and you will be getting course, a design course, which is for all of you. So I will just go through the components and the concepts that are inside that, so that if after this session you will it will be easier for you to complete the course. So in that, the first module that you will get is getting started with generative AI. So we'll move on towards that just to really understand on how to work on generative AI and different components inside that, which will give us a better clarity. As I think most of you are using generative AI in your day-to-day life, but by understanding certain concepts, it will improve your way of asking the machine to get a personalized response. So we will move on towards the topics. So in this part, inside the course that you have already enrolled in, you will get to see this option that once you click on that, you will get to see three modules. The first module will be Foundations of Generative AI. Second module will be Ethical Considerations. Third module will be Understanding Large Language Models and working on that. So we will cover all these three modules in today's session so that you just understand the whole overview of the concepts, which will be easier for you once you learn and apply that. We will move on towards the first module, which is Foundations of Generative AI. So in this topic, you will learn about how models learn to generate content and how generative AI is used in everyday life, and also the process of crafting precision prompts. So in this module, you'll understand these concepts. So
Okay.
yes.
Before proceeding further, Debashish, let's see what people know about generative AI. Please
Okay.
write something in the chat section.
So what do you
What
think
do you
about
think
generative
what
AI?
generative AI can do?
Okay.
A lot of focus right now on the registration process. So we want your attention on the content. So please write in the chat section. What do you think? What we can generate using generative AI? Like image, text, audio. Please write in the chat section what we can do. Okay. Hanif is saying generate user request based on prompt. Correct. Dashboards. Okay. What
Yes.
else? Guys, please respond quickly in the chat section. I want to see a flooded response in the chat section. Generate a file in the Himalayas. Yes, that's true. Generate a fire in the Himalayas. Okay. Past experience, I give the suggestions about what we can ask. Okay, we can generate images creatively. Great. Text generation. We can generate images, logos, videos, resumes, text commands, summarization. Code based on pattern. It learn from data. Wonderful.
Correct.
Generate an okay, great. So we are getting a good response in the chat section. A lot of students know what is generative AI, right?
Mm.
Over to you, Debashish sir. Yes.
Yes. So yes, in the whole scenario, generative AI is a concept where the process that we learn and then we provide it in the examination. We learn few things and then attend the examination to just check ourselves whether it is working properly or not. Similarly, we have trained the machine so that it learns from a larger amount of data and then understands the data, by which it helps us into creating a new a new content or maybe a original content. So this is the whole idea of generative AI. So generative AI can be related to any type of data. So that is the concept of generative AI. Inside generative AI, we try to add any type of data, which can be a text file, can be an image, can be audio or music, can be a code, or can be a video, any type of file. So it tries to learn all the things and then tries to provide you a specific type of information. So these are some of the basic steps that generative AI uses in terms of creating a content. So what is the first part? Important is, for artificial intelligence that is using generative AI, it is very much important that it has a lot of data with the machine so that the machine can train on the machine, the algorithms to work on the part. So important step, first step is to have a larger amount of data or the data input that you are providing. So it should have a larger amount of data. Upon doing that, once this data is being collected, we will go to the second step where the training process is executed. So the training process focuses on the data that is present, and artificial intelligence now studies the pattern inside the data to segregate different types of data, by which it will turn onto that data and understand it sequentially, and then it will able to analyze all the information, and based on that, once it analyzes all the information, it is able to provide you the output. You will get it at the end. So this is the whole process. So here multiple algorithms are being used inside this training process. Based on the different types of data, you will get the different types of output. So this is how the generative AI generally creates a content. So some examples that we can type it as, uh, for example, 10 lakh farming articles are given to agriculture AI. So AI that is focusing on agriculture, 10 lakh farming articles are provided to the machine. Then what happens is, in that case, what happens is, when it goes to the training process, artificial intelligence learns that the crop disease article uses word like yellowing leaves, drought, or pesticide. So these are some of the important things that it can extract from these articles. Then in the output, if the farmer asks what diseases affect paddy in monsoon, it can give a accurate answer related to the articles that is being provided. So these are some of the components that are present inside the process of working on generative AI. So once this is done, we will be just focusing on this part. There is a small activity which will show you one scenario. There are three scenarios. You can just mention in the chat on what do you think this scenario falls under. Does it fall under the data input, or does it fall under the training process, or does it fall under the output process? So first scenario is coming, it is shown in your screen, is that Priya's college collects 5,000 student assignments and uploads all of them into an AI system. So what do you think this step is of generative AI? Which step is this referring to? You can answer in the chat whether it is data input, whether it is data training, or whether it is data output. Yes, we can see the responses. Most of you. So yes, this scenario falls under data input, because Priya's college is collecting 5,000 student assignments and uploading them into an AI system. So this falls under data input. The next, the next steps, the scenario, second scenario, artificial intelligence then reads all the assignments and learn common writing patterns, grammar, and structures. So what do you think this step refers to? Yes, we can see the responses in the chat. You would have got a poll of scenario B. You can enter that. What do you think this scenario B refers to? Some have entered the data input, some have entered the data training, some have also answered data output.
Good to get mixed input. We can give
Yes.
a better clarity to everyone.
Yes.
Student, feel free, bindas okay, mark the options whatever you feel. We are here to clear your doubts, clear your thoughts. In case if you click on the wrong, we'll
Okay.
give you the explanation and you can rectify. Okay.
So in this scenario B, it is referred to the scenario B, where artificial intelligence reads all the assignments that is being provided in the first scenario and learns common writing patterns, grammar, and structures. So according to you, what do you think this step of generative AI it refers to? Whether it refers to data input, or it refers to data training, or it refers to data output? A lot of them have entered in the chat itself. Yes, I think we can close the poll as of now. So yes, this function refers to the training process because we already have the data that we are providing into the AI system. Then what it does is it goes through all the assignments and from there it learns common writing pattern to understand the handwriting recognition pattern, identify grammar that are present and also the structure that is being present. So this is the scenario B. Next, coming on to the scenario C, you will be provided a poll for that as well. Just go through this scenario. Is this a student now prompts the AI to write an essay on water conservation and the AI produces a brand new original essay. So what do you think this scenario falls under? Whether it falls under data input, whether it falls under data training, or it falls under data output. By the time the poll gets updated, you can answer in the chat. What do you think the step of generative AI is there in terms of the scenario C, where a student now prompts the artificial intelligence to write an essay on water conservation and AI produces a brand new original essay to that student?
So I just swapped the options from the sequence. So
Correct.
some student made mistake in the sequence also.
Maybe, maybe. Okay, yes. So I think by this scenario, all of you are, all of you are clearer on what are all the steps that is involved in the generative AI, how to identify whether you have gone through the questions. Because after this, I will take you to the platform, and in that there are some questionnaires we will try to solve. Okay. So the third scenario refers to the data output. So these are some of the concepts that you can apply for. So now moving on towards the next part is important because in this part there are certain steps or maybe certain concepts that we will go through that just to identify how the process happens. These are all the steps that happens in generative AI, but inside that steps also there are multiple steps. We will explore that as well.
Before proceeding, Debashish, can
Yes,
you quickly announce for the attendance sheet in the chat section?
sure. So yes, you will be receiving attendance link in the chat. Kindly go through that, click onto that link and submit your attendance. You will be receiving the attendance link shortly. You can mark your attendance. Very basic details will be provided. Just click on the link that will be provided. You will be redirected to a Google form. You can add and you can mark your attendance and submit it. We'll give you 2 minutes to do that. Once it gets shared in the chat, you can mark your attendance.
It's in chat.
Yes, you have received the attendance link for today's session. You can mark your attendance, and upon marking that, there is no need for confirmation. Once you do that, let it be. There is no need to write in the chat that you have marked the attendance. We will get all the details once you are marking it. Okay, we'll wait for means 1 more minute just to make sure that everyone has marked your attendance. Then we'll move on towards the other concepts.
So we are getting one response in the chat section that some students are getting confused between the IBM and the content which we are showing. So I'll give you the clarity. Students basically platform where you need to do the where you need to finish the complete course. That course we are showing here through PPT, giving the understanding to you. Post completing this training for 2 hours from 10 to 12 p.m. Post this training, you need to go to the platform, you need to read the content, update the quiz, see the content, and understand the content. Okay, so the PPTs we made for your reference to make you understand on the platform, on the course. Okay, by 12 o'clock we'll close the meeting. Before 12 it get ended, so before that we'll cover the entire course with you. You'll see the course, and then post this session you need to go to IBM Skills Build, open the platform, do the course, and you'll see the similar content, so you can connect with the content and understand the content in a better way. I hope this point is clear to everyone. If yes, please show me a thumbs up reaction. We are giving you live scenarios, examples, so you can connect with the content in a better way. Once you'll finish one course on the platform, you'll get a badge as well as certification on the platform. Okay, which is very important. So once it get done, we can proceed further. Okay, please mark your attendance. Attendance marking is very, very important. I'm sending one poll related to attendance. If it's done, please revert on the poll and then we'll proceed with the content. Devashish, please continue.
Yes. So yes, in that is what Shubham has mentioned, is that the concepts or maybe the topics that you are seeing, you will get the same topics while you are explaining or maybe exploring this platform. So it will be difficult. It will be not difficult for you to go through the course and understand the concepts. So that is what we have just kept it this certain important topics. We'll be discussing on that important topics so that you are well aware of that. If you want to learn more about that in the course, it is explained in detail. So you can go through that and you can complete your courses. So you would have received a poll where you can just mention whether you have marked your attendance or not. Just kindly mark it, and then we will move on towards the next topic.
If attendance not marked, we have shared the link in the chat. Please click on it and mark your attendance. Without attendance, we cannot see you have joined the session, and it's very important for getting the certification. There are many students who are inactive and just joined the session. They'll not see the notification, they'll not participate in the poll. We are automatically getting those reports. It's a AI time, right, guys? We have already integrated a lot of AI related tools, AI related analysis in the polls, in the attendance. So we'll get regularly how many are active, how many are inactive. So please mark your attendance so we can
And
see your responses.
yes,
Okay.
and one more important thing, those who had already been registered with IBM Skills Build and they have used a new account to register, kindly use that email ID in the attendance sheet. Okay, I think most of you have marked your attendance. I think we can move forward with that. Okay, okay. Yes. So we will focus on the next important topic, which is focused on understanding the large language models. So we will just give you to a basic introduction to LLM, and we will also explain you in detail about all the other components. So for this first module, inside that there is a basic understanding of what is a large language model. So now, when generative AI is being implemented, it is implemented using a large language model, because in order to generate new content, it should have a lot of information related to any type of information that is available. So now, understanding what is a large language model is, imagine, so here there is a scenario that is being provided. So imagine a student who has read every book in every library in the world. When you ask that student a question, they use all the knowledge to write a perfect answer. So that is an example of an LLM. So that student can be designated as a large language model. So this is what a large language model is referred to. So large language model uh, is an algorithm, or maybe is an AI based algorithm that is being created, where it has been fed billions of pages of information, based on which it understands human language and can write back in the same human language that you are asking the machine to answer. So this is what is an exact understanding of a large language model. So if somebody asks you what is a large language model, you can explain them in this scenario. And understanding on how a large language model works is certain steps that are introduced inside this platform, where it focuses on, once when you are typing a prompt into a large language model enabled artificial intelligence generative AI application, you are entering a prompt. So what the machine does is, this machine deploys the large language model algorithm that is being integrated into the generative AI. It breaks that into tokens. That means it divides that prompt into words. Means a sentence is divided into multiple words, and that word, now LLM deploys that algorithm to understand the context and meaning behind the prompt, based on which it predicts what are the responses or what are the types of responses that it can generate, based on which it tries to provide you a full response. So this is the whole process on how a large language model works on. A lot of thing goes into the back end, because all the algorithms are different. Because if you use generative AI, for example Google Gemini or Chat GPT or Perplexity, or you use Claude, so every generative AI deploys different type of large language model algorithm. Based on the information that they are fed, it is able to provide you a different type of response. So you will imagine, or you will explore, once you explore that, try to give a same prompt into many of the generative AI applications. You will definitely receive different type of response from all the different types of generative AI applications, because the algorithm that is being trained is different. So that is why it, but the process is same, but you will get this type of process. LLM, any algorithm will break the sentence into tokens, then it will understand the context and meaning behind that prompt, and it will try to predict the best response, and then it will provide you the full response. So this is the whole process that it will go through. But now this is so now what we will go through, that is going through the technical components inside this process. I will show you the technical components in this process, so that you are able to understand on one of the part. Before doing that, we'll just work through understanding all the parts, and I will explain it to you on what the different types of components are present. So now I will just share it with you. Just give me a moment. 1 second. Okay. So I will just share it here. Then we will move on towards understanding the examples. So first process, it focuses on the input. First process, it focuses on the input. Then what it does is it works on the tokenization. Then what it does is it focuses on the contextual. Moving on towards that, once it focuses on the contextual aspects, it does the prediction. It does the prediction, and once it does, this gives you an output, or we can got it as output generation. We can focus on. So these are the steps that are included in working of an LLM. So is these steps clearer to all? We'll go through one of the examples. How I will go through the examples, and we will take some scenarios. Then you can totally relate it to the components on of all these things. What is input? What is tokenization? What is conceptual understanding? What is prediction? And what is output generation? So I will take you towards the next slide. Then we will move on towards that. Okay, so this is a sample prompt. Arjun types a question, explain photosynthesis in simple terms. So this step refers to the input. This step refers to the input prompt. So this steps refers to the input prompt. So now, as we have discussed in the previous slide, that what it does is it tries to break down into multiple components. So what it does is inside this is the artificial intelligence now splits the sentence. Now this whole sentence is being split into multiple words, like division of words. So this is one, it is divided, this is second type, it is divided, this is third, this is fourth, and this is fifth. So now once this sentence is divided into words, this steps focuses on tokenization. So this is the step of tokenization. So now by understanding this, it works on the part now which artificial intelligence now detects that tone should be educational or maybe audience is a beginner based on that. So as it is a simpler response, so inside that it understands that it is based on some educational means components, and as there is no category involved, it understands that the audience wants to learn it as a whole. So this is what the process. Okay. So now this is what we generally focus on in terms of the context. So it now creates a context by which it is easier for the machine to understand the context behind the input prompt. So once it does that, it goes through the next process where artificial intelligence now starts writing one word at a time, like explaining what is photosynthesis in simple terms. It tries to generate that means concept. So generating that concept is focused on the prediction part. So this is what we call as prediction. And based on that prediction, you will now get a full response from that prompt, from the input prompt that you are getting. So the final step is output generation. So these are some of the steps that it takes in the backend just to really understand the context behind the prompt by which it is able to execute that same sentence. So this is what goes inside into understanding how the steps are being integrated in terms of working of a generative AI and deploying the large language model inside the generative AI. Okay, we can move on towards the next part. Okay. So the contextual understanding and prediction focuses on, as it divides this into tokens or maybe the tokenization process. What happens inside this is by dividing the words inside this, it tries to analyze like what is the meaning behind that. So to analyze the meaning behind that, it focuses on to this step, which is called as contextual understanding. In this, machines tries to understand the intent behind the prompt that is being provided. By dividing it, it will train itself to just understand what is the question asked. So what is the query that is being asked? So this falls under the contextual understanding. And once it understands the context, it can behave it in same manner that we can call it as giving priority to photosynthesis. So now it understands that this is an educational based content based on which it will provide same type of response, and then it has now understood what needs to be shared, based on which it provides the prediction. So prediction goes through step by step. Now it tries to generate the content based on the information that it is shared. The machine is shared related to photosynthesis. It will try to generate that and provide you the output. So this is the whole step that is involved at the backend when we work with large language models. So for every individual, for every, like for tokenization, there is a different algorithm. For a contextual understanding, there is a different algorithm to be focused on. For prediction also, there is a different algorithm to be focused on. So for every step, a different algorithm is being deployed by which they are making sure that based on the prompt, you are able to get a structured response. So this is the whole step that is being involved in different types of large language model introduced in other artificial intelligence generative AI application. So we'll move on towards more activities or maybe more scenarios by which you can really relate it to the components. So we'll just move on towards that. We will now focus on a certain basic examples on where it is used in day-to-day life, where generative AI is being used in day-to-day life. So moving on towards that, generative AI is being used in terms, mostly used in terms of content creation. Then it is used for problem solving, maybe idea generation, and also personalization. So most of the generative AI application can do all the tasks, but there are some specified generative AI applications which are more focused on content creation. Some are more focused on problem solving. Some are more focused on personalization and idea generation. So related to that, you will get some of the most commonly used generative AI tools that are available to use it. So now working on the Chat GPT, Google Gemini, and Claude and DAL-E. So these are some of the applications. Those are open source applications which you can use it to work on that. Chat GPT is more focused on writing, coding, question and answers. Similarly, for Google Gemini, it is more focused on documentations and creating sheets. It is best working in terms of that scenario. When it compares to Microsoft Copilot, it is being also integrated in terms of generating content in terms of a Word file or maybe an Excel file, and also in terms of coding. It will also help you in terms of generating new codes. In terms of Claude, Claude also focuses on coding, but it is mostly used on writing documents or maybe generating ethics related to any of the works. That ethical considerations we'll be discussing in the next module, that as we are moving forward. So in this, Claude will be very much useful in order to work on that. And DAL E3, this is one of the open source platforms where it can help you create images but just by writing a text prompt. And IBM Granite, this also we will be discussing you in the next week, is that IBM Granite also focuses more on the analysis part and automating business tasks. This is mostly focused on the enterprise level and compliance level. Yes, DeepSeek is also one of the best, but as DeepSeek has a lot of information that is restricted to one of the platforms, so it can give you a specified response. But if you want to get better responses from there for coding patterns, you can go for Claude. Claude generally gives a structurized codes for that. You can try it out. Okay. Now we will go forward towards um a certain part where we will try to understand on the process of crafting a prompt, so that when we move forward with that, we have to introduce all these things so that it is easier and useful for us to work on that. So now, in order to craft a precision prompt, there are certain key parts in order to gain a best prompt, so that if we provide it to the machine, we can expect better responses from the machine. Is the example that we are going to focus on is assigning a role. you can assign a role to the machine. Tell artificial intelligence to act as an individual, or maybe as a group, or maybe as an specialist, or maybe as a researcher in a specific type of field, by which it will behave in that manner and try to provide you that response. Then you have to focus on the context. You have to focus on the context, on giving an information on what type of what type of location, or maybe what type of situation you are in. Then once you describe the task to that, it can take the situation. Based on the role, it will try to provide you that answer. And then you can assign the task, like what is the task that you want to expect from the machine to work on. And maybe in terms of output, you can specify what type of output you want. Maybe in terms of a structurized format, here it is. Here we are giving of it as an example, that acting as a crop expert and writing as a farmer in Andhra Pradesh, write a letter to the bank for a loan. And in that, what you want to include, that you can enter at, that you want to introduce some things. Maybe you want to purchase fertilizers, you want to purchase crop seeds, you want to purchase machinery. So these things you can include that. And if you are in a if you are creating inside a bullet format, it will understand what needs to be addressed inside that letter. And then upon completing that, once you have decided on what type of output you want to receive from the machine, you can set the constraint. Setting constraint means, if you ask it as a generalized response, this the answers that can vary related to the location. So based on that location, it will try to find out different types of formats that were being scheduled or maybe created. Based on that, it can provide it. So if you add it, like for example, if you add simple English only, so you can make sure that it will answer it in terms of a simple language. So this is what certain topics that are introduced inside, which if you deploy these things, then you can expect a better response from the artificial intelligence generative AI application. So now we will just distinguish between the two prompts, and then I will take you to the platform. And inside that, we will try to understand about all this in terms of a questionnaire. And just let me move on towards the next slide. Okay. So these are some of the examples which.
Uh, so Debashish, I can
Yes.
see few doubts are there. So guys, those who have doubts, please raise your hand. Some of the student just mentioned. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Please raise your hand. Money. Yes, Money. Keep your hand raised so we can see the user and we can give the access to them. Yes. Sai, please unmute and ask your doubt. Okay. Some people are saying please explain constants.
Okay. Okay. So to just understand the constraints, we have mentioned it as here in the examples you can see. But in terms of understanding it properly, it is the process of understanding, because generative AI models are often limited to the token size and the means of their inputs and outputs. So based on the input that you have provided, it will try to generate that type of response. But what happens is, in that part, if you set a constraint to that, so artificial intelligence can understand the limitations that it has to focus on, and it becomes in a structurized format once you set a constraint. So for example, here we have mentioned that use simple English only. So now you have set a boundary for the machine to not give a generalized response, but to give it in terms of simple English standards only, but by keeping up the specific format or the length, or maybe a task that is being provided, by combining all those things, but it has to provide it in a simple English language. If you, for example, in this, if we don't provide the constraints to that, then what it will give a generalized response, maybe tricky question, means tricky English sentences which will be difficult or will be complicated to understand. So in that case, when that generated letter is provided to us, we itself will not be able to comprehend what we have written. So this is what constraints means in terms of working on the prompts. So if let me know if this is clearer to that. Yes, the length of the prompt can affect the quality of the prompt while prompting, because if you introduced all these things and make the machine understand on the requirement that you have, you can get that type of response, or else you will get a generalized response. So these are the things that you have to keep it into consideration while you are working on the prompting part for the generative AI. Okay, creating a large language model, we will also tell you how to work on that in the future sessions. Creating LLM focuses on a specific algorithm. Before that, you need to have a large amount of data for you to train that algorithm. So that is the process that we will move on towards next weeks when we are moving forward into understanding those things. We will also introduce you to the IBM Granite platform. There you can really understand on how LLMs are being integrated. That we'll move on towards this is the first session just to introduce you to this platform so that you are well aware of these concepts. So these are some of the examples by which you can identify a bad prompt to a good prompt. So for example, here tell me about photosynthesis is a generalized prompt. So here there are no role, no format, no audience to focus on. So it will give a generic answer. But if you write the prompt not based on this, but based on this, as acting as a class 10 biology teacher, explain photosynthesis in 5 simple bullet points for a rural student. Now you have also assigned a role, you have assigned a context, that means in 5 simple bullet points, and you have also set up a scenario where you are focusing on a rural student. So based on that, you will see the difference will be totally will be slightly different based on the basic prompt that you are providing. So these are the things that you need to take it into consideration. So now I will take you to this platform. So once you are registered to this platform, you will be able to see this platform, as this is mentioned as APDTE LLF week 1 training content. So inside this, if you enroll onto this platform, you will be able to access this part, getting started with generative AI. So if you click onto this, you will be redirected to a new tab, and here you will see that you will have 3 modules. You will get to see the 3 modules. So just click on this. Now we were discussing about the first module, so we will go to the first module, and once you click on that module, you will see in this course you will learn foundational concepts. So these things will be told, and the concepts that we just discussed are explained it in this platform. So there is an option called as go to activity. You just have to click on go to activity. So you have to go to activity. Just click on go to activity. So you will be redirected to another platform where you will be given a concept or maybe the module known as Foundations in Generative AI. So here you can just click on, it will ask you to go to that platform, then it will open this platform. So as from my side it is completed, it is showing completed, but you will see on the left hand side Foundations in Generative AI, and in the first module you will see this part about the module. So what you have to do is, if you are starting it for the first time, click on this about this module, go through that. In that, what are the things that you are going to learn, the basic estimated duration for this course for the lesson 1, that is, or for the module that you are checking it out, is 1 hour. So once you are doing this part and you are checking it out, then you will get an option for I have checked it out. You can continue to the next topics. So once you are completed with this, make sure there is a tick mark completed. So in order to receive certification, you have to complete all the things. Then only you will be able to receive the certification. Make sure these are tick mark in every topic. Similarly, for learning objectives, if you go through this, complete it and just click on I have checked it out, and or else there will be an option called as next. You can go towards that. You will get to see this platform. Similarly, go through all the concepts, and once you have completed all these things, see crafting precision prompts with generative AI as we discussed. So 5 refinement techniques also will be provided. So now once these all topics are completed, make sure everywhere the tick mark is present. So you will get an option called as points to remember. And then once you just go through this point to remember gives you a highlight or maybe a summary of all the concepts that you have learned. So now you have to just go through this and mark onto this part. And here, as you can see, there is a scoring pattern. Here there are 15 questions that you have to answer in order to complete this course for this module. So make sure you complete this course, mark means answer correctly at least 80%. You need to score at least 80% in order to pass this examination. You can retake it again and again. As you can see, I have scored 100%, but I can retake it again. So we will create a poll again for every question, and we will try to see the answers so that we are aware of all the questions that are inside, so that it will be easier for you once you are attempting the questions. So I will just click on this. I will click on take again. 1 second, just give me a minute. So this questions link will be provided automatically once you register onto this platform. I will just show it to you how it looks like. So upon registering, you will get to see this part. Once you enroll onto this platform and click on this, you will be redirected to this part where you will go to this part, foundationals of generative AI. Then you can click on go to activity. Once you do that, you will be redirected to this part where you can complete this course. There is no specific link or separate link for this part. So inside this part only you have to take that quiz after you have completed all the understandings. I will just click on take again. So now we can go through these questions. So in this part, there are 4 answers. in the poll you will get A, B, C, and D. You can mention what do you think this question refers to. So shall we? I think we can start up with this. So just read this question clearly so that you will get a better understanding so that you can answer it correctly. So the poll will be shared shortly. By the meantime, if it is not shared, we will try to understand the concepts. So maybe this step. So now here it is written as Reena types into a large language model. Explain how solar panels work in 3 simple sentences. The system breaks her input into smaller part, processes them, and then begins producing the response one word at a time until the response is complete. So what step of LLM process is happening when the system produces the response word by word until the response is complete? So you can write your answers. So in what step do you think? Yes, I can see some of the responses. We have opened the poll. You can answer. What do you think this step refers to? Make sure you understand the question properly. Inside the first paragraph is about the process that is being explained. Second, it is
Debashish, can you scroll a bit? Like fourth option is not visible on the screen.
1 second. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's it. Sufficient. Thank you.
Yes. So now you in the question that it is being asked is which step of large language model process is happening when the system produces response word by word. The system produces response word by word until the response is complete. So you have to answer that. So what step it is? So in the poll, it is mentioned as A, B, C, and D. A refers to prediction, B refers to tokenization, C refers to output generation, D refers to contextual understanding. So what do you think this step focuses on? So we are also getting responses in the chat as well. You can make use of the poll as well. You can try it out. Most of them are answering tokenization, but the next part people are answering prediction. I can see it directly is most priority is given to tokenization. Second priority is given to prediction. Some have mentioned output generation. Some have mentioned contextual understanding. Okay, I think we can end the poll. We will try to share the answers here. So the answer that refers to is that which part or which step refers to the system where it produces response word by word until the response is complete is the step called as prediction, because in the prediction step itself, as we discussed in the earlier slides, in the prediction itself what it was doing, it was producing response word by word until the response is complete. So yes, the correct answer will not be tokenization, because tokenization was what? Breaking input into smaller part. So yes, the answer will be prediction. Prediction will be the correct answer for this question. So you can close the poll. We will open the poll again for the next question. So yes, this question, I think you have understood on how to read and understand the question, then answer it. So like that, multiple questions will be provided. So this is the second question. second. Okay, so these there are three options in this question. So now there is a topic. First, you have to read this one. Then, based on the question, we have to answer it. Kiara is using generative AI tool to draft a promotional copy for an upcoming product launch. She enters the prompt describing the product and target audience. The tool produces a polished draft in seconds. So this is the process that has happened. Which step of generative AI process is happening when the tool produces the draft based on her prompt? So this is the question. Which step of generative AI processes is happening inside this when the tool produces the draft based on her prompt? So I think most of them are answering AI uses what it has learned to create something new. Others are answering AI analyzes this data looking for patterns and relationships between different pieces of information. So you have to understand the question. Which step of generative AI process is happening when the tool produces the draft based on our prompt? The tool has produced the draft based on our prompt. So based on that, you have to answer. Yes, now most of them are answering AI analyzes this data looking for patterns and relationships between different pieces of information. Some have mentioned the next priority is given to AI uses what it has learned to create something new. And some of you have also mentioned AI is fed a large amount of data. This could be anything from images and sounds to text and numbers. Fine. So I think we can get to the answer now. The answer will be artificial intelligence uses what it has learned to create something new because it has produced the draft on her prompt already done. So artificial intelligence uses what it has learned to create something new will be the correct answer to this. We'll move on towards the next question. So now understood how to answer the question is. So there will be a statement that will be provided. Based on that, there will be a question asked. You have to make sure that you understand the question. Then only you will be able to answer it properly. Okay. So this is the third question. A social media team needs to write 100 product description for a new online catalog within short time. They want a tool that can quickly draft the descriptions so the team can focus more on campaign strategy. Understood? This is the statement. That means a social media team needs to write 100 product description for a new online catalog within a short amount of time. They want a tool that can quickly draft the descriptions so that they don't have to focus on that 100 products writing and they can focus more on the campaign strategy. What task of generative AI is best suited in this situation? What task of generative AI is best suited for in this situation? What do you think? Yes, a lot of them are okay. Yes, most of you are answering creating content drafts at scale. Next are focusing on the personalizing product description for different types of customer. Some also have referred to solving complex logic problems, and others, and also very few people have focused on generative innovative ideas for new products. Okay, so it has mentioned that it needs to write 100 product description for a new online catalog within a short amount of time. So what task is generative AI based to which task? So this needs to task to create content at a scale. So that is what creating contents at scale is referred to, best suited for the task that a generative AI can take in order to create 100 descriptions for a new catalog within a short amount of time. So the correct answer will be creating content drafts at scale. So this will be the correct answer to go forward with. So next we will move on to the next question. So this is a group of computer science students is training a generative AI tool to create a new type of music. So now a group of computer science students are training generative AI tool to create a new type of music. They have input thousands of existing songs across every genre into the AI tool. Now the AI learns the rhythm, melody, and structure of the songs. So now based on this statement, which step of generative AI process does this describe? So there are three topics. Whether it analyzes this data looking for patterns and relationships between the different pieces of information, AI uses what it has learned to create something new. AI is fed a large amount of data. This could be anything from images and sounds to text and numbers. So, what do you think this refers to? So, yes, I think most of you have understood the concepts. So, I think we are getting better responses, better answers from all of you. I think if we move forward with that, you will get more clarity and you will provide correct answers to all of the questions. So yes, most of you have answered. AI analyzes the data looking for patterns and relationships between different pieces of information. Because it has already fed with large amount of data, then it is looking for patterns and relationships between different pieces of information by which it learns the rhythm, melody and structure of the songs. Some have mentioned AI uses what it has learned to create something new. Yes, that can also be a fact. But this step, the step that it has taken, like now artificial intelligence learns rhythm, melody, and structure of the song. This steps focuses on artificial intelligence analyzes this data, looking for patterns and relationships between different pieces of information. So this will be the correct answer to go forward with. So we will submit this. Yes, correct answer. So now I think most of you are getting an understanding on how the question is and what to answer based on the question. So moving on towards the next question. Freja uses a generative AI tool to draft marketing content, prompting it write a short description on ABC smartwatch. She is dissatisfied with the result because it lacks details relevant to the target audience. Now you have to understand this also. Freja uses generative AI tool to draft marketing content, prompting it to write a short description of ABC smartwatch. But the response she has got is not, she is not satisfied because that response lacks details relevant to the target audience because she has not mentioned the target audience. What is the best refinement technique Freja can apply to the prompt to generate the output that she wants? Now you have understood the question. So now there are four responses. So adding the format, the output should take, adding the role, the AI should take an expertise that should be used, adding background information to contextualize the request, adding a constraint limiting the length of the response. So what do you think this can refer to? Okay, now I think we have mixed answers. We are getting mixed answers. Okay. So yes, you have to understand that she is not satisfied with the response she is getting based on the prompt. Write a short description of ABC smartwatch. Now, as it lacks relevance to the target audience details, so what she needs to do? She needs to she needs to assign the role, means adding the role to the AI so that it should take an expertise that should be used, because it has to focus on the target audience. That's why the role assigning of the role is important. Adding background information may not be helpful in terms of contextualizing the request, because the role is not assigned for whom that description should be provided for a smartwatch. So the correct answer will be, so the best response will be adding the role the AI should take an expertise that should be used. So this is the correct response that you can enter. So these types of questions you can understand, you can analyze, and then if you answer it, then you can really understand on what needs to be answered inside these types of questionnaires. These questionnaires are designed so that you really understand the context behind what you are learning things, so that next when you are going to create something, you are not confused in terms of understanding what needs to be applied. So
Thank
moving
you,
on.
Debashish.
Yes.
Can you quickly show like what course they need to do on this weekend?
Okay, okay.
So,
I'll show. Yes,
as we have already extended the meeting by 10 minutes,
yes, yes.
so we'll now wrap up the meeting.
Sure,
And
sure.
in upcoming session, we'll make it more interesting on the more technical part. In next session, we are gonna use the IBM tools to do multiple things like granite and all. There are two more modules. So in the meantime, we'll recommend you the link which we shared in the Zoom meeting link and the registration URL. You need to click on it and you need to open this course. You need to enroll yourself, and then you'll see there is a learning plan which is on the screen. You need to click on it, go inside it. You'll see the course, the duration, the modules, right? Once you'll scroll down, you'll see the modules. There are three modules: A, B, C, first, second, third. So, foundations in generative AI, ethical considerations for generative AI, and introduction to large language model. You need to finish all three modules. This is the maximum time which you can do on the platform, but definitely if you finish these course, it will easily get completed within an hour. Okay, so we'll reshare the registration URL in the chat section. Kindly save it. By opening any module, you need to click on go to activity, continue, read the content. In the left panel, you need to see the blue icons, the tick marks, the circles. If all the circles are blue and all the tick marks are there, that means the module is completed. If any tick mark is pending, that means the module is still pending. You need to click on it. You need to click on that activity, finish the activity, and then it get completed. Once your all three modules get finished, automatically one badge and as well as certificate assigned to you. Okay.
So in this part, if you see that you have gone through this concept and then it is asking you for next. If you click on next, then this part will be completed for you. You will get a tick mark. So this is the thing that you can take it into consideration while you are working on that. So it will be easier for you. So after completing in these all three modules, for the first module also, you if you complete that, you can download your digital sticker. Similarly, for the other three also, you can download it. So this will prove that you have completed this course, all the three.
Okay, those who have not marked the attendance, please mark the attendance. And we have shared the link of the course in the chat section. Kindly click on it. Our team will connect with you shortly. Please check your email. Please check your messages, WhatsApp. You might receive some communication from our team in future for joining the WhatsApp group. You'll get some mails from our side. Please check spam, trash, these options too. Sometimes when we send the mail with the WhatsApp URL, so sometimes some email IDs mark them as a spam, right? Because we are sending URL to join the WhatsApp group. So sometimes they detect it as a spam. So kindly check the spam folders also. If you see the mails, you check if they are legitimate from our side with the details. Please click on it and join the respective WhatsApp group. For batch C, male students, we have a separate batch. For the female students, we have a separate batch. If you are not already added in the group, shortly in next 1 2 days, we'll add you. You'll get all the updates in the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Yes,
Apart
and
from that, we have a support channel sessions in the evening post 6. So we'll share the link of those support channels in the WhatsApp group as well. So if you face difficulty related to course completion, related to your profile, you can join the support channel and get it fixed.
yes.
Okay?
And there are some queries, Shubham, related to the recorded session.
Yeah.
Like if everyone has this query, then I think we can address it.
So recorded sessions you will get very soon from the department as well as from our side. Once you get added in the WhatsApp group, we'll share the recording URLs in the WhatsApp group. Most probably, we'll see what's the feasible way. Maybe we'll upload the recording and share the open URL with you. So anytime you can go and explore those recordings. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, please write in the chat section. We'll take those questions. Have you liked your today's session? Please show me thumbs up if you liked it. We know
I
it's
think,
Sunday, it's weekend, you have a lot of commitments, but it's good to see this energy so late,
yes,
right?
correct.
We'll come up with the upcoming modules
Hmm.
with the more energy, with the more technical stuff. In the next upcoming days, we'll cover multiple good things. Okay. Looking forward to meet you
And
on the next
uh,
weekend.
before we close, Shubham, can you share the the attendance link for those
It's in the
for
chat section. I've
yes.
already shared, but I'll reshare
Hmm.
attendance
So
link.
those who missed marking the attendance, they can do it.
Yeah. Those who missed the marking the attendance, only one time you need to mark the attendance. If your mobile number is correct, automatically we'll fetch your details. If
Okay.
you are not in the WhatsApp group, we'll add you in the WhatsApp group. Just be active on your phone. When you'll get the message, the joining URL we'll share with you. You need to click and join your respective URLs. Okay.
So there is one query that they are not added to the group.
For that, you can join the support call.
We'll
We'll
help you
resolve
out.
those queries there.
But if they are not added into the WhatsApp group, they will receive an email, right? For joining the
For
link.
the support call, you will get the email
Hmm.
or we'll share the meeting IDs or in some other way, either on text or mail. We'll send the support URL to you and you can join it. Okay?
Those who have not joined, they will receive a meeting link. You can join there. We will help you out in terms of joining into your respective batches.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I also understand. Yes, it is already 12:16. We'll close the session in the next 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. We
Thank
can
you.
see a lot of response from your side. Okay. Looking forward to meet you next week. Bye bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Um, if possible, before leaving the meeting, if you guys can turn on the camera, we'll take one group picture with you all. If possible, please turn on your cameras. We'll quickly take one picture with you all. Just be live and we'll use some tools. Please turn on the camera so we can take a group picture. Are you all ready? Show me a thumbs up. I know you all are at home. No worries. You can show your face. Okay. We are scrolling in different pages. A lot of students are joined. So please wait. Give us some time. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you guys.
Yes, I think you are in mute, Shubham. Yes,
Thank you guys for
thank you.
joining. Next week we'll meet you again. Thanks for joining. We'll update you. Please join the support calls if you face any difficulty. Okay? Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining this session. Bye, everyone.